Do you like asparagus? Oh, you do? Okay. Hey guys, today I'm going to unload some wooden raised beds that I'm going to put in the garden area directly behind me here. This area is basically entirely underdeveloped, and I've just been working on getting rid of all the salmon berries that were basically taking over the entire area. So I'm really excited because the space will be actually usable. I've got my potatoes sitting directly behind me in the grow bags that we put together. They are popping up, so it's almost ready time to hill them. We'll check in on those. And then we are going to put these raised garden beds in. One of them I'm going to just fill and get ready. And then I'm going to this fall plant garlic and shallots in it that will overwinter in it. And then the other bed is going to be our asparagus bed. So we're going to start working on getting our asparagus going. I got some starts that I ordered through our local food co-op online, and they came in and they look great. I did start a bunch of asparagus seeds and none of them germinated. So I don't know if the temperature conditions weren't right, if just unlucky seeds, or if I just didn't quite get it right. I also think maybe they take a really long time to germinate. So I figured I would take the rest of that asparagus seed packet though and throw it in alongside the starts that we have, because why not at this point? And then I'm thinking that since asparagus takes a couple years, they say it takes like 3 years before you can start harvesting on it. I think what I'll do is I'll put the starts that I have in the bed right now. I'll have a whole bunch of extra room, and then maybe next season I'll add a couple more starts, and the following season I'll add more starts, and just kind of develop the asparagus bed over the course of the next couple years, kind of like a long-term investment. So let's get these beds unpacked from from the back of the truck and put them in this area. We will need to get a pitchfork and rough it all up and rip out any of the weeds that are there. And then I'm going to need to go get a couple loads of dirt and pour the dirt in, and then we can put our asparagus starts in. So we've got a little bit of work to get done before we get to do the fun stuff, but let's get started now. Oh, look at our potatoes are popping up. None of this one. None of this one yet. But this one looks really good. This is funny because this is our experimental ones. 1 out of 3 so far. Okay, so this area, I should say, looks rough. But I think we can turn it around. And so I've got 2 5x4 beds, and I kind of want them to have space to work around. So I'm thinking we'll tear up the ground right here. Right here. Let me zoom out. Okay, so kind of a bed right here and a bed right here. That way we'll have space to walk all the way around it and be able to work in the beds. And I will leave this little walking path in between, but they won't sit quite where the old beds were. Perfect. Okay, so we got the garden bed all cleared out, ripped all the dirt and salmonberry roots out as best I could. Now we're gonna fill up some of it, the bottom at least, with just leaf and stick mulch from my yard. Really nothing garbage in it. Make sure there's no salmonberry clippings. Let's fill it up. I don't know if you guys could tell how back-breaking that work was, but it was really hard. Those salmonberry roots just do not want to come out. Okay, so I've got it half kind of filled up with leaf and grass mulch and some sticks and stuff, just from actually around this area that I cleaned up. It was kind of break it down. I think it's going to be great as a base. I'm going to add some of my rabbit manure on top really quick, and then let's go get a whole bunch of dirt to fill up the top, and then we can finally put our asparagus darts in. Woo! So I went to go get more dirt, and in doing so, I thought, why not kill two birds with one stone and take my recycling out? So I went to get the our little local recycle center, and I was able to get rid of all my plastics and the glass, but all the cardboard shipping container things that we send out our cardboard in were all full, packed to the brim, every single one. So now I have a truck full of my cardboard, so I was thinking, why not just lay it on top of my leaf mulch, and then we'll put the dirt on top of it and kind of use it up. So let's do that. I planted some of these seeds in my egg cartons. None of them appeared to germinate at all. I waited out, I watered them and everything, nothing. So I think that, oh, it says germination rate 85%. Well, my germination rate for asparagus seeds is 0. Let's see. Seeds take up to 2 months to germinate. Oh, maybe I just gave up too soon. So I'm just going to use up the rest of this packet and sow them directly into the soil and mix them in alongside our starts. And then we'll just start on this end of the bed, and then we'll kind of work our way that way over the next couple of years and fill this whole bed up full of asparagus. So let's start with our red asparagus. Green asparagus up next. Now, I want to fully disclose that I myself have never actually grown asparagus. My parents do have asparagus in their garden. I think it was after I had moved out of the house. I don't really remember growing it by any means, nor do I have any other experience with it. So if you are someone who has grown asparagus for a long time and started it a million times, and you're watching me do it and you're like, oh my God, she's doing it totally wrong, I'm so sorry, but that is the fun part about gardening, is that you really can't do it wrong. If it doesn't work, then it just doesn't work, and you can try a different method or whatever you want. Okay, let's use the front part of this then to do our seeds. And we'll just rake in maybe 2 rows. I don't know the differences between the Mary Washington, the red or the green asparagus, but who cares? We're going to use up the whole packet because we want to get the long game of asparagus started. It said 1 inch, so I'm folding this over pretty heavy here. Sweet. Okay, let's water it in quick. Okay, guys, we got one of those wooden garden beds in place. We got all the sod and weeds and junk and salmonberry roots ripped out. And then I got all the dirt put in with a layer of cardboard and a layer of like mulch basically under that, leaf mulch. And then we got our asparagus starts red and green and the seed sowed for Mary Washington. I guess I just should have waited longer. I also didn't read the packet that said that seeds take up to 2 months to germinate. So this is fine. They'll have plenty of time in that bed. And I think direct sowing is honestly probably the better method anyway. I don't think asparagus really likes to be disturbed that much. But like I said, I don't really know much about it. And that's the best part about gardening is you can learn new things every day, every year. And there's just so much to grow and to learn when it comes to gardening. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. And we'll see how the asparagus goes throughout the next couple months to next couple years. And our potatoes seem to be coming along okay. So we'll just keep at the effort to get a beautiful kitchen garden going. So, all right, thanks so much for watching this video, and we'll see you later.